Good morning. Hope we are all well. If you're coming in, give me a hello. If you're on replay, drop a replay. So, pleasure and punishment. Knowing when pleasure goes in to punishment. So it was only the other day where I was whistling in the queue for dropping kids or younger kid off at preschool. And I was humming away, to which one of the other dads turned around and went, "Are you listening to Matilda all the time as well?" And I was like, yes, I cannot get it out of my head, actually. And just subconsciously, he said the same, like, just finds himself singing the songs, which are great, by the way, great music and films, but so addictive in your head. Subconsciously, I didn't even know I was singing it or humming it and whistling it, just in my head subconsciously. And what you fill your brain with, energy will flow where your attention goes. And what you fill your mind with, what you fill your day, it will dictate your energy. If you're always focused on the negative, you're always focused on that. If you're always putting certain actions on a pedestal as pleasure, when actually we don't pause and bring our conscious into it and actually understand whether pleasure is actually a form of punishment, and how close they are interrelated. And I'm not saying Matilda is punishment, but subconsciously I'm there just singing the song and not really even being aware of it. And how often do we do that with what we define as comforting or what we define as pleasurable when it comes to perhaps comfort eating? Something that is deemed a pleasure. Well, I get to do this, I get to eat this, I get to eat that, I'm going to eat as a pleasure. When we actually stop and pause and go, right, okay, if I have this is what happens. What happens a day from now? What happens a few hours from now? How do I feel then? Then it's a balance between, when does something pleasurable become a punishment? How often do we see something that's actually a punishment as pleasure? When you consider someone beats himself up for 24 hours after it, someone feels bloated and full and just uncomfortable. How do we make that more conscious? Well, can we ask questions in terms of, does this decision bring me pain or pleasure? And when we really go into it and we activate or include our prefrontal cortex and have a bit of a discussion with ourselves in our head, rather than let our subconscious sing Matilda out in the public, as I did, which I won't be doing now. It's just got to be subconscious. I wouldn't even do it normally. If it's that subconscious, I just in my own little world, which is crazy. What else are we doing in our own little world? So it's powerful. Lessons from Matilda. What you fill your brain with will probably result in that. And if you believe that the comfort eating is comforting, maybe we'll do it more. Maybe we'll do things that are more pleasurable because it seems like that's a pleasurable thing. We've defined it as that. If we believe that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, we'll keep believing that despite maybe other evidence, despite it maybe not working for you. Some questions for you today. So I hope that was helpful. If you're joining us on our 28-day kickstart, I'll see you soon. If you found that helpful, if you found that might help you think twice about the decisions we make today, let me know. And a really simple, powerful one is self-awareness. And something we've talked about throughout the 5-day kickstart this week is being aware of our choices. Is it psychological hunger? Is it physiological hunger? Would an apple do? How am I feeling right now? Powerful question that we ask in our kickstart book, in our one-to-one, in one of our food and mood diaries. How did you feel before you ate? How did you feel after you ate? Did we ever consider this? I don't know why I just can't stop eating. How are you feeling at the time? I don't know, pretty stressed, rubbish. Had 3 hours sleep, We go into a pattern now. Okay, what's one thing we can work on from here? So I hope that helps. Any questions, let me know, and I'll see you soon. Take care.